Justice has taken an unexpected turn in the ongoing saga of election integrity, as a Michigan judge recently dismissed criminal charges against 15 individuals linked to former President Donald Trump's 2020 election challenge. This decision adds to a growing pattern of legal setbacks for prosecutors seeking to hold accountable those involved in the effort to overturn the 2020 presidential results. But here's where it gets controversial. The judge's ruling hinges on a narrow legal interpretation that could spark fierce debate about the boundaries of political activism versus criminal misconduct. Let's break it down. In a courtroom in Lansing, Michigan District Court Judge Kristen Simmons declared that the evidence against the 15 so-called fake electors was insufficient to prove criminal intent. "This is a fraud case," she stated during the hearing, "and we have to prove intent. And I don't believe there's evidence sufficient to prove intent." The defendants had allegedly signed false electoral certificates claiming Trump won Michigan's 2020 election, a claim that was decisively false. Yet the judge's dismissal raises a critical question. Can the act of signing fraudulent documents, regardless of intent, still undermine democratic processes? Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel, a Democrat, has vowed to appeal the decision. "The evidence was clear. They lied. They knew they lied," she asserted, accusing the defendants of attempting to steal the votes of millions of Michiganders. Her office originally filed the charges over 2 years ago, targeting 16 individuals before one agreed to cooperate and had their case dismissed. The case has drawn national attention as part of a broader legal chess match. In Arizona, a similar fake elector case was sent back to a grand jury for further review. Nevada's case remains stalled in a jurisdictional battle, while Georgia's prosecutors are scrambling to keep their case alive after a court initially tried to block it. And notably, the federal election interference case against Trump himself was dropped after his re-election in 2024, a move that critics argue sends a troubling message about accountability. But let's not gloss over the nuances. Some of the Michigan electors have defended their actions by claiming they were merely playing it safe in case Trump's legal challenges succeeded, a defense that critics dismiss as disingenuous. This raises a provocative counterpoint. Should political actors be allowed to exploit legal ambiguities to test the limits of the electoral system? As the legal battles continue, the outcomes will likely shape how future election disputes are handled. And this is the part most people miss. The dismissal in Michigan isn't just about these 15 individuals. It's about the evolving legal standards for prosecuting election-related misconduct. If intent becomes the gold standard, it could embolden bad actors to act recklessly, knowing the burden of proof is high. Conversely, if courts adopt a broader definition of criminal behavior, it could lead to overreach and political weaponization of the justice system. Where do you stand on this? Do you believe the courts are upholding the rule of law, or are they letting down the American people in the face of unprecedented election challenges? Share your thoughts in the comments below.